You can finish a good day, sit down at night, and still feel as if you somehow lost. Nothing terrible happened, but someone earned more, answered faster, looked happier, or seemed further ahead than you. That uneasy feeling often comes from an invisible scoreboard running quietly behind your life. It keeps points for things like productivity, money, attention, attractiveness, relationships, discipline, and how impressive your future appears. The scoreboard is invisible because nobody has to announce the rules. You absorb them from family, school, work, friends, and the screens in your hand. At first, it can look useful because a score gives uncertainty a clean shape and tells you whether to speed up. But once the score becomes your main source of direction, your life starts feeling like a game you did not choose. You stop asking whether something matters to you and start asking whether it makes you look behind. The strangest part is that the scoreboard can turn almost anything into evidence against you. A quiet weekend becomes laziness when someone else posts a promotion, a trip, and a perfect morning routine before lunch. A healthy relationship starts looking ordinary beside a carefully edited anniversary video with flowers, music, and no visible disagreement. Even rest can feel suspicious because the scoreboard counts visible effort, but cannot measure recovery, patience, or a nervous system finally becoming calm. This is why you may reach a goal and feel relief for only a few hours before your mind finds a higher number. The scoreboard protects itself by moving the finish line whenever you get close. If you earn more, it asks why you are not influential. If people admire you, it asks why someone else is loved more deeply. If your body changes, it finds a different angle, a younger person, or a new standard that makes the progress feel incomplete. You are not failing at the game. The game is designed so that enough never appears on the screen. Part of this mechanism is social comparison, the brain's quick way of locating your place inside a group. For most of human history, knowing whether you were accepted, useful, or protected had real consequences for survival. The modern problem is that your comparison group is no longer a village you can actually see. It is an endless stadium filled with the best moments of strangers, coworkers, creators, former classmates, and people whose advantages remain off-camera. Your brain treats that stadium as ordinary evidence, even though the sample has been filtered before it reaches you. Then the scoreboard mixes those public highlights with your private doubts and calls the comparison fair. Imagine racing someone while carrying every mistake you remember, while they appear to carry only a polished photograph of the finish line. Another part of the scoreboard comes from old approval that taught you which version of yourself received points. Perhaps achievement brought warmth. Being useful prevented conflict. Looking composed earned respect. Or never needing help kept disappointment away. Those lessons can survive long after the original room is gone, turning adult choices into attempts to win an old audience. You may choose the impressive job over the fitting one, stay busy to avoid feeling ordinary, or hide a meaningful hobby because it has no status. The cost is not only exhaustion, it is losing contact with your own reasons. When every choice is made for the scoreboard, success can become strangely empty because the person receiving the prize was never fully consulted. The answer is not to stop caring about progress, delete every goal, or pretend that other people's opinions have no effect. The useful question is whether a number is serving your life or quietly replacing it. Start by naming the category that makes you feel most easily defeated: money, age, appearance, productivity, attention, relationships, or something else. Then write the rule your scoreboard seems to enforce, such as I should be further ahead, everyone must approve, or resting means I am falling behind. Next, ask who taught you that rule and whether you would deliberately teach it to someone you love. That question creates distance between a value you chose and a rule you merely inherited. Now, replace ranking with direction by asking whether today's action moved you toward the kind of life you actually want. A private walk, an honest conversation, an hour of focused work, or a necessary no can count even when nobody sees it. Define enough before the scoreboard moves again. Enough income for this season, enough work for today, enough improvement to remain human while growing. Keep one area of your life deliberately unmeasured, where you cook, draw, read, exercise, or meet a friend, without turning the experience into proof. At first, an unmeasured life can feel unproductive because your mind has learned to confuse visibility with value. But slowly, the scoreboard becomes a tool you can check instead of a judge you must obey. You still notice other people's progress, yet their numbers stop functioning as a verdict on your timing. The goal is not to win every category. It is to notice when a borrowed score is making decisions that belong to you. Because a meaningful life is not the one with the highest total, but the one whose direction still feels like your own when nobody is watching.